Hello student, welcome to the class. I am Gokul Upadhyay, your English teacher. Today we are going to learn the topic voice, means active voice and passive voice. Dear student, this is the topic that you need in class 8, 9 and 10. Therefore, I want you to see every rules that are very important for you in order to interchange active into passive as well as passive into active. Rules for interchanging voice. There are a few rules. You need to be very clear about this. Meaning and tense remain constant while interchanging voice. Dear student, whenever we change a sentence from active into passive or from passive into active, we should bear the fact in our mind that meaning and tense do not get changed. What does it mean? It means whatever meaning has been given to us by active voice, it remains same in passive. Similarly, tense doesn't get changed. If the example is in present tense, we are bound to use same present tense in passive voice as well. Usage of verb 3, past participle in passive voice. When we change a sentence from active into passive, we should always remember the fact that a passive voice always contains a past participle. Verb 3 means past participle. The question may contain verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, whatever, as per the requirement of the sense. However, when we convert it into passive, they must contain a past participle, verb 3. Next one, number of verbs in passive is greater than that in active. In active voice, if we just use a single verb, in passive there must be more than one, it means 2. Similarly, when we use the structures like continuous, perfect, there will be two verbs in active voice. Now in passive there will be 3 verbs. So you can jot this down, you can write this down, they are really very important for you. Number of verbs in passive is greater than that in active. Next, verb 1, verb 3 and verb 4 of active voice respectively get changed into be, been and being. Be very careful student. Be, been and being. When do we use this? We use this whenever we find a verb 1 in active voice. The verb 1 in active voice get changed into be. Similarly, verb 3 get changed into been and verb 4 gets changed into being respectively. Be very careful. As we know, number of verb in passive must be greater than that in active. You need to supply an extra verb. What should that be? That should be one of these verbs. Be, been, being. You can see verb 1, verb 3 and verb 4. Be, been, being. An interrogative sentence remains in the same structure while interchanging voice. An interrogative sentence, a sentence that asks us question, they remain in the same structure when we change them into either active voice or passive. Whenever there is interchange of voice, structure remains same of interrogative. What I mean to say is, whenever you see a question mark in a sentence that you need to change voice, same question mark is written in their answers too. This is an interrogative sentence, they remain in the same structure whenever there is interchange of voice, either from active to passive or from passive to active, irrespective of that. Look at number 6, active voice, AP stands for active voice, PV stands for passive voice. Do means verb 1. If you find this verb in active voice, they get changed into is, am or are in passive voice. Dear student, do means verb 1, it gets changed into is, am, are according to the nature of the object. Similarly, when we talk about past tense, we may find did or a verb 2. They get changed into was or were. What is the difference? Was is singular, were is plural. We see the nature of the object that has been used in the sentence. Accordingly, we use one of them. I shall show you very soon. Last one, an imperative sentence usually takes a let in the beginning in passive voice. If you get a sentence starting with a verb 1, it is called an imperative sentence. Whenever you need to change it into passive, don't forget to use let in the beginning. These are the very usual rules, common rules that we use in active voice, passive voice. Now I want you to see the implication, the application of these rules in the form of given examples. Ganesh likes music. Likes is verb here. This is subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. Have you noticed something, dear student? Ganesh, which is subject, music, which is object. Both of them are singular. We can see there is a singular verb, verb 5, and we can see this is in present tense, simple present. Therefore, our passive voice should also be in present tense. Another thing is, whatever meaning, whatever implication has been given to us by this sentence, this should be written even in passive voice. So, Ganesh likes music. Music is liked, because music is singular here. There is one verb, there should be more than one verb. There are two verbs. Music is liked by Ganesh. Be very careful, student. This liked is past participle. It is a verb 3 here. What do you understand? A passive voice is simply not possible until we use a verb 3, past participle. Next one. They were constructing a bridge. They were constructing. There are two verbs, were, constructing. You can clearly see here, were constructing. This is in past continuous tense. So, usage of verb 4, ing verb. You should bear in the mind that if there is be, been and being, you get this as a result of the usage of verb 1, verb 3 or verb 4 in active voice. They were constructing. There are two verbs, now we need three verbs. There is ing verb, therefore we need being. So, they is plural, therefore there is were. A bridge, the object is singular. Now we change this were into was. A bridge was. Was because this bridge is singular. Being, you get a new word here, a word that has not been used anywhere in active voice. Then where do you get this from? We get this being from this ing. As we know, this is a verb 4, it creates a new word, being. You have to use BEB. Be, been, you can say 3B here, B, be. Be remains same, been if there is verb 3, being if there is a verb 4. Because of this ing, we get a new word, being. Constructed. What is this? This is a past participle. This is a verb 3. As we know, this is in passive voice, therefore we are bound to use a verb 3. Where do we get this from? We get the same word from this ing, means this verb, verb 4. Next, number 3. She has written a few stories. She has written. Dear student, can you guess the tense here? Can I stop for a while? Can you see the structure? She has written a few stories. Has written. this is a perfect structure, and has and have belong to present tense. Therefore, this is a present perfect structure. Now, see here carefully. She is singular, whereas a few stories is plural. She is singular, because of which we have used the word has here. A few stories is plural. Now, a few stories, object becomes subject here, but this is plural. Therefore, has gets changed into have. We have to use the word have here because there is s, stories. This s makes the subject plural. Naturally, has gets changed into have. Next word is been. Where do we get this word from? This been has come because there is a verb 3 in active voice. She has written. Write, wrote, written. Written is verb 3. Because of this, we use the word been. And as we know, in passive voice is incomplete until we use a past participle, verb 3. So, this verb 3 is retained even in passive voice. A few stories have been retained by her. Open the window. Here you do not get any subject. Sentence has started with a verb 1. You should be very clear about this. We do not have any subject here. Verb and object. So we have to use the word let here. You can use this formula, an imperative sentence. What do you understand by the term imperative sentence? An imperative sentence is such a sentence which starts with a verb 1, either to give an order or to make a request. Open the window, let the window be opened. Be very careful with these two words, dear student. Be. I have told you, whenever you get a verb 1, it naturally gets changed into be. This verb 1 gets changed into be. This open becomes opened. This is past participle. This is a verb 3. Next, now we are plunging into interrogative structure. Why did you call Radha? Why did you call Radha? This is an interrogative sentence. Therefore, we have to retain the same word why. Why did get changed into was. Now you have to use this formula. Do get changed into is, am, are. Did get changed into was and were as per the nature of the object. Should it be singular, we use was, or else were. You can see here why was. Because Radha is singular, we use the word was. Why was Radha called? This verb 1, this infinitive gets changed into past participle, means verb 3. What is the reason, dear student? The reason is this is passive, that was active. Active is getting changed into passive, for which we need a verb 3. This call therefore gets changed into called. Why was Radha called by you? Do not forget to retain the same question mark, the mark that stands for an interrogative sentence. This was WH question. Now we are going to see a yes no question. Did she burn the letters? Did she? Dear student, always bear the fact in your mind that whatever meaning is given by active voice, same meaning should be given by passive. So this active voice is asking us a question. Did she burn the letters? Now passive should say the same thing. Did she burn the letters? Letters is plural. You can see here was Where was is used for singularity, where for plurality. Did she burn the letters? Now because of these letters we have to use the word where the letters burned by her. Burn is the verb 3 of burn, by her. Dear student, be careful. Sometimes we change the first part of the sentence when we interchange voice, either from active to passive or from passive to active. Whenever, and you also need to learn about vague pronoun. What do you understand by the term vague pronoun? Vague pronouns are those pronouns where we don't intend to disclose the agent. We don't want to mention the agent. Therefore, we remove the term by. Whenever there is people, we do not use the word by. People believe that cow is holy. People believe. Therefore, it is believed. The word people gets replaced by the word it. The single word believe now becomes two words, is believed, because it was in present tense. Is believed that cow is holy. Rest of the part of the sentence remains same. As soon as you get done with the first part of the sentence, the next part of the sentence is written as it is. We make no change. Student, I want you to see such sentences where you change middle part. Here we were talking about the sentence where we need to change the first part of the sentence. On the other hand, there are some sentences where we need to use the middle part. I love people remembering my birthday. I love something. What is that? People remembering my birthday. I love it when people remember my birthday, obviously. I love. Now start changing the sentence from here to here. People becomes subject here. Remembering, this becomes verb and this object, my birthday object. So I love my birthday, object becomes subject here. My birthday, remembering, this is a verb, present participle, and a verb always takes being, ing. So because of this reason we get the word being here. I love my birthday being remembered. Where do we get this word from? We get the word remember from the same word remembering. Simply by removing ing and adding ed, this becomes a verb 3. Dear student, so far we have been talking about the sentences that always take by. However, you should know that in some of the structure we don't need the word by. A passive construction is possible even without the usage of the word by. You need to learn these words. The words like married, Ram married Sita, Sita was married to Ram. We do not use the word by. Similarly, I got dissatisfied. Her performance dissatisfied me. I got dissatisfied with her performance. So look at the last example, dear student. The news delighted me. This is in simple past. Therefore, we need to use the same past tense. One verb, delighted, gets changed into two verbs. Was delighted. This you are already familiar with. However, I was talking about this with. So far today I had not used the word with in the above structure. In the above structure, the word with had been replaced by the word by. However, same meaning, same implication is possible by using the word with. I want you to consult your grammar book and find out all the words which take the preposition with in place of the word by. Apart from this, I want you to practice some other exercises. See it, try to get the benefit, and learn the structures that are given in your book along with the structure I wrote right now on the board. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this show.